Hi everybody, it's Tommy Doe from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do a flip through of this journal. It's a commissioned journal, and she said that it would be great if I did a flip through. She's okay with that, so I thought I would do that. So the first thing I wanted to let you know is the size of this journal is about 6.5 by 9. Is the cover. The actual pages inside are a little smaller. They're 8.5 by 11 folded in half. And it's kind of a hard cover. I used a cover board and then some like bubble wrap to kind of pad it. Excuse me. And then it's covered in like a muslin material. And then I hand dyed the purple material. It is just the muslin that I hand dyed. And then I stamped it, and I did a little video that I might insert here. I'm working on a commissioned journal for someone, and it's about puppies. And I've got all the signatures done, and I'll do a flip through if she doesn't care when I'm done with it. But I wanted to just show you, I was really struggling with how to do the cover. So what I came up with was, I use cereal boxes for covers. So I've got my cover made, and I've got bubble wrap, like Amazon bubble wrap on it. I use a linen tape to tape the edges. So my signatures will go in like this. So that's what it will look like. But I didn't have any puppy paper. I didn't have anything other than like a real heavy floral, big floral. So I thought what I would do is, I made this topper for it. So this is going to go on the top. But I thought what I would do is make the cover out of muslin, like this, okay? But I wanted to put pieces of purple. So I started stamping on it. And I'm going to sew these on something like, I don't know, something like this. I haven't quite laid it out just the way I want it yet, but I'm thinking I would do, these are like 2-inch or something strips, and then I have 1-inch strips. And I thought if I stamp them, then I could, if I stamp them, then when I put them on the journal, I don't know if I can hold that in so you could see it, it would cover it like this. Am I too far? Let me move you out just a little. It would cover it like this, and then this would go on it somewhere, like this maybe. Trying to see where the edge is. Something like that. And I thought, well, that would be pretty if all this was stamped. And then maybe put a piece of muslin behind this and fray it a little bit. So the point was, I wanted to come on and show you how I stamped this, because I tried, the first piece, I tried to emboss it, and it didn't emboss very well, okay? But when I shook off the embossing, I came up with these circles. Now I used VersaFine ink for this, and those circles showed up, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. But it looked too pink to me, so I thought I'll just get my StazOn ink and try to stamp. So I thought I would just stamp across there and show you how I was doing it, and then we'll see how it looks. Anyways, so I'm going to have a seat and we'll just do some stamping. I mean, it's so simple that I just got a piece of paper. It's a scrap piece of paper. And this one's done, so I'll just put that one up there. And I just laid the paper here. And this material was just the muslin that I let sit overnight in food grade dye. Purple, well, yeah, it was purple, but You can see it's got some pink and purple in it because I just had it in a container. I let it sit overnight, and then this morning I drained it out. So there's my paper. Here's my stamp pad. So I'm just taking this stamp. I'm not actually sure even where I got it. It's just a script stamp. I may have gotten it on an online auction, but I turned my stamp pad this way so that I could be sure to get the top and the bottom. And I'm just moving it across. I did try to stamp by putting the material on top of the stamp, thinking that that would work better, but it did not work better. So I'm just holding this on here and hoping for the best. Anyways, I'm trying to get this journal close to done. I am going on vacation next week. By the time you see this, I will have already been on vacation and been back. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it done, so I told her it probably wouldn't be until after I got back from my vacation. But I thought if I could get a majority of it done, then all I'd have to do is put finishing touches on it and then mail it to her. So just kind of not liking how that's I learned the hard way, don't take your stamp and move it like that, because everything that you put on it, you're rubbing off when you rub the opposite way. Okay. Anyways, I had done a cat journal, which I did the flip through, and you've already seen that. And then they thought that was pretty cool, so they wanted, so somebody else wanted one for puppies. So I thought I would just get out and show you how you can stamp this and turn kind of a plain fabric into something nice. I was thinking, you know, I would love to do this like with a floral or something, but this excuse me, journal isn't a floral journal. It's supposed to be puppies, so I needed to pick something that wasn't really definitively like botanical or anything like that. I do stamp on muslin though, pieces of muslin. Let me see if I have, oh, here they are. I do stamp on them. I have little pieces here where I've stamped a bird, and I'll use these in clusters or or something. There's a pretty cute flower. There's a different bird. I'm running out. I'm going to need to do more of these. Yeah, it looks like I have not that many. Oh, there's a bird one too, like this. Anyways, I do these and I add them to clusters or whatever. They're just kind of a fun thing to do with your scrap material. And they're just cute to put on a cluster or something. Excuse me. Anyways, I've been working like day and night on this journal, and it's just the cutest thing. And once I get it done, if I have her permission, I'll go ahead and videotape the flip through before I send it off to her. And then but I won't post it until after she gets it, so. And then I may think twice about using this as the cover, but so far I think it's going to be a really good piece. So we've got this one done. And I've got one more wider strip, and then I've got two thinner strips, like 1 inch wide, that I thought I would do. Like I said, by the time you see this, I will have already been on vacation and come back. And the reason I'm going on vacation is I'm going up to New York again. We have another family wedding. I went last year about the same time my nephew got married on, I think, the 3rd of September last year. And I was able to incorporate, my sister has worked 7 years at Liberty Mutual, and she had won a trip to Boston, which she's been. I had never been. And we were planning on taking that trip, and then the virus hit, and they wouldn't book any travel for that trip. But Liberty was paying for her and a guest to fly to Boston and paying the hotel and, car stipend or whatever. But anyways, so they finally lifted it. And then we found out my nephew was getting married, and I said, maybe we could incorporate the trip in with the wedding, so we could fly to Syracuse, rent a car, drive to Boston, and then, because then Liberty would pay for our airfare to Syracuse, and then drive to Boston and spend our time in Boston, which we did and had a grand time. I had the best time ever. And then we would drive back and go to my nephew's wedding. And we did that, and that was the trip that I won at the casino. And I won a lot of money. Well, for me, it was a lot of money. It was like $23,000 or something. But it was exciting. So that trip in general, that whole, going to Boston and spending that time with my sister, and then the wedding, and then, of course, winning, and, getting to see friends and family was probably one of the best trips I've had ever. So I'm looking forward to this one because it is my sister's daughter her second daughter that's getting married. And she just did a bachelorette party down here in Siesta Key, and my daughter drove over for that. And anyways, so it's going to be kind of nice, but we're going to have to, there's going to be things that we'll need to do to help her, I guess. I don't know, she's pretty organized. She may not need any help. But anyways, we're going to get to see my great nieces and nephews, and I'm excited about that. So I just think it's going to be nice. So we're going to fly into Syracuse. I'm sure I'll have stories when I get back, but we're going to fly into Syracuse, and we have a hotel because her son is flying up with his girlfriend, and he's going to stay with his sister. So my sister and I are going to stay in a hotel not far. And her daughter is a teacher, a Spanish teacher at one of the local high schools. Wow, look at my hands. Red. At one of the local high schools. And so I think we're going to maybe kind of kidnap her kids from the daycare, or, maybe one day take one and one day take the other. But fun to be able to spend time with them. Okay, we got 2 done. Well, it was 3 done, and now I have just these skinny ones. So I'm wondering if I could just lay them out and do them both at the same time. Like this. Let me see how wide this is. I'd have to pretty much put them right next to each other, which I can do. Let's try it. We'll just try it. Anyway, so I'm pretty excited. So I go up on a Monday, come back, not the day after Labor Day, but the second day after Labor Day. And not looking forward to the flights. I booked my flights and everything was fine. And then about a month ago, I got a notice from the airline saying that they had to change my flight. And now I went from having, I think I had like an hour and a half layover either way, within that range. Well, now the one going up to New York, I have a 2.5 hour layover in Atlanta. And then coming back, I have a 5.5 hour layover in Atlanta. So, not too tickled pink about that. And I keep going on to see if I could, because they'll let you change it, you know, to see if there's anything to change to, but there really isn't anything any better. The day before, the day after, or the day of. There's nothing with less, that's the least amount of layover time. So we'll go with it. And I was trying to think of what I could take with me easily to do in the airport for 5.5 hours. And I just got some new coloring books. And I'm thinking that I might want to take those with me with some colored pencils. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this over to here and then move this down a little bit. We're shifting. But anyways, not necessarily looking to a 5.5 hour layover. I mean, even if it were to take me an hour in Atlanta to get to my gate, which it doesn't, even any other time I've traveled, the longest it's ever taken me is about half an hour. And that was going really from one end to the next. You have to get on that tram in Atlanta. You get on that tram down in the dungeon area, the basement, I don't know what it is. And they take you from terminal to terminal. And I think the longest I had was a half hour. So, let's see how we did. Needs a little more right here. There we go. But anyways, you know what? I'm retired. I think years ago when I traveled, if I was worried about getting stuck somewhere, if they canceled a flight or this or that. And you know what? I'm retired. If anything happens, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm not going to stress over it. Where I think when you're young and you have a job and you're worried about, you know, not being able to get to work on time, it's like you plan your vacation. So, you know, you want to have as much time on vacation as you can, but you have to, you know, you have to prepare to go back to work when you get back. That there is a stress level in all of that. And if something goes wrong, it just adds to that. But I don't have that now, so I don't care. I just want to enjoy it. Pretty. Okay, we're almost done, so I'm going to just stamp, probably get ink on maybe that much. I don't have to get it on the whole thing. And then we'll lay it out. I'm going to sew these strips on to that muslin. So we'll lay it out and see how it looks. Nice. Excuse my voice. I don't know why. I've got something caught in my throat. I had some cantaloupe, usually fruit. Kind of clears up my throat in the morning, but hasn't seemed to do that. Excuse me. You never get all your ink off of here, but I like to at least clean it as best I can. And let's see. Stays on ink is permanent once it dries, so let's try to get it off my fingers. Oh, that's another thing. I have to maybe get my nails done for the vacation. My sister, my niece made appointments for all the bridesmaids and my sister, and you know, to have their hair and nails done, and so I'll just get mine done before I go, and then while they're doing that, I guess I'm doing the bagel run, you know, go get bagels while they while they're in hair and makeup. Okay, so let's put our stamp away. And let's get our fabric back out. And I will get some pins. And let's see, I think we had, these were kind of in the middle with one of these. And these were on the bottom edge. I'm not sure how much of this is going to get tucked around. So I'm going to leave just a hair at the bottom here. And I want to make them as even as I can. So, and I need all my writing to go the same direction. So let's go like this. It doesn't matter if it goes in the same direction, but it would be nice. Put this one right in the middle somewhere, sort of. About 6.5 inches, so 1, 2, be 3 1/4. So that's about the middle, right about there. I don't know what you're seeing from up here, but looking into it, this is what I'm seeing. So I'll put that right about there, and put this one right about here. Oh, I think this is going to be pretty. And then I've got some dark purple thread in my machine. I'm really not liking this edge right here. But if I turn this, then I'm turning my script the opposite way. But what if I turned the script of all of these? Oh no, that's ridiculous. Okay. Duh. How about if I just switch these? So this one will go here. And this one will go on the bottom, which actually gets tucked under the book, the journal. So I think that'll hide that. See, that looks pretty good there. This doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to get some pins just to hold them in place. Maybe. I've done like patchwork journals, you know, like patchwork fabric journals, but they were on soft covers. So I was able to actually just glue the fabric on and then sew, you know, like glue it onto the bubble wrap and then sew it after it was glued down. I don't want to glue these because this is muslin, it's thin, and Fabri-Tac will go kind of show right through it. So I would rather sew it. I'm really struggling with these pins, can you tell? Because I'm doing it opposite than what's normal. Okay. I have been watching some really cool videos at night, and it's kind of disheartening that I can't comment or like and subscribe, or usually they're people I'm already subscribed to, but I can't even like their video or comment because it's on my TV. And then by morning, I say to myself at night, now you remember, tomorrow to look that video up and like it, and algorithms and all that stuff are real important to YouTube people. I know that. And then I forget, or I get so busy. So sometimes, this is really funny, sometimes I actually like or comment months after I watch the video. Whoops. Have to watch here when you drop things on the floor, because I have puppies right behind me that are real quick to try to get whatever's on the floor. These little white pins are small. They're tiny. Not sure where those came from, but looks like I have a lot of them. Oh, there's a bent pin that would wreak havoc in my machine for sure. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is sew here and sew here and double that on each one, because I like that they ravel, so I don't want to sew right on the edge, because I like all the raveling. But that's my idea, is to put 2 rows of stitching on each one of these. So I think I'm going to finish pinning, and I will pause you and come right back once I have this all sewed on to see if we like it, because this could very well change if I don't like it. It's so hard for me to tell if something's going to look good or bad, or excuse me, whatever, until I actually get it done. So Okay, I just gotta put one down here at the end, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take this over to my sewing machine and try to sew it and see how we do. And I will be back. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. I was going to come back and just show you the whole piece of the cover open. I did that, but my camera stopped recording. So basically I've got it on already. I went ahead and laid it out. These are all sewn on. Then I, brought my corners in and my edges in, and then I cut this paper and the centerpiece to, so the cover itself is pretty much done. I did look and see, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put these corners on this. I think they look pretty good. And I think they'll fit well. So I thought I would come back and do this part with you. I want to make sure when I do this that I catch, the paper and the fabric. I mean, that's the point, is to save the corners. So when I do that, you usually do that with some Fabri-Tac. And then I need to have these pliers, because that's what closes them. So basically what I do is make sure I've got the front, so I've got the writing right side up. Okay, so this is the front. And I'm going to take just a little bit of Fabri-Tac and put it in here. Okay. And then I'm going to try to put this on the corner. Okay, and I want to make sure that I catch the paper here as well. So I want to make sure that I tuck that all in. And then before I squeeze it, I usually try to push these down. Okay, and then I will go ahead and squeeze them together, and that Fabri-Tac should hold it pretty well. That looks good. So we'll do the next corner on the front. See these little threads? This will cover that and make sure that they're not an issue. Okay, so I want to go ahead and clamp this down first, and then we'll do these sides. It looks good. Corners look good. We're going to go ahead and do these corners. It looks like my fabric's good. I'm just going to leave it like this so I can make sure that I'm catching the paper in it. But then you have to make sure you have it right side around here. This is a tight corner, so you want to really push that on tight and get that paper underneath. There we go, like that. Looks good there. Looks good. Then we'll do the last one. And if you see a little fabric come out of the corner, first of all, it dries clear, so you don't have to worry too much. So that is our cover. Looks so good. Okay, and then this is going to be our topper right here. And then I'm thinking that once I do the sewing, I may use this piece and put that there with some lace, or I might just use some lace for here. I'm not sure yet. But I don't want to put the topper on it until I've got the signature sewn in, because I need to put, I need to tie some ribbon around. So this ribbon will actually go, I don't want to put this on yet till once I sew the signatures in, you'll see the string here, because I'm not going to do a hidden spine. And I want this ribbon to be our tie, okay? And so I want it to go underneath this, okay? And then we can cover the strings with some lace or something over here. But that's basically how it's going to go together. Either way, I'll show you. Either I will do it as a separate video, or I'll edit it in here. It has a piece of lace and some fabric covering the binding on the edge. The topper is just it's paper with muslin fabric and a fabric flower. It does have book corners on this one. Usually the hard cover journals, I do put book corners on if they're fabric covered. And it has a double-sided ivory colored ribbon as a tie going through grommets. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a flip through real quick. So when you open it up, it's got 3 signatures. And each signature is 8 full-size pages, so that gives you 32 pages per signature. Let me just zoom out just a little so I'm in camera here. Okay, so just flipping through, I do try to leave a lot of room for journaling. And there's a little pocket here, and this is a little bag, and I've included some puppy pictures in here for her that she can add to the journal wherever she wants. She can journal on them and then add them in or whatever. Anytime I have a blank page, I usually do try to add something to embellish it so it's not pure blank, but I don't always. And you'll see that throughout here. And here's a bottom pocket and a tag for journaling. And then here's a bottom pocket, and it's got an embossed diamond. It's got a little journaling card. And then it's got a little pad, paper pad with an index card as its back. These puppies are so cute. I did line some pages in gold, and this page is just for journaling. You can just flip this up and journal on it, and flip this down. It's just got some colored pieces to match. And this is a vellum sheet, so she can journal under here and then just flip that down. Then here's a little pocket that I made out of a security envelope, and it's got a little tag here. And then it's got this little puppy journaling card right back here that goes behind there. And this is a paper ruffle with some washi on here and a little flower that I edged in gold and put a little puppy picture. I don't know if you can see that little puppy. It's so cute. And then behind here, I just added a piece of paper for journaling. So it goes front and back. And here's a small pocket with a journaling tag. Same here. This one says Dream Large, and it's a little tiny chihuahua. And there's a journaling card. And this is my collage page that I do in most of my journals. And this is a belly band with just a page for journaling inside. So I just stuck it in here this way so you could see the picture on the front. And here's another little puppy on a piece of vellum. Oh my gosh, look at how cute these are. And then this is the center signature. And it's got lace on here, and off-white lace, and just a little embellishment at the top to break it up. And this is a faux envelope for journaling, like this. And this tucks behind, whoops, got a little fold there. This tucks right behind here. And then it's got a journaling card, and it's got a little puppy on there. And here's a bottom pocket, and this one I stitched with kind of a viney, leafy stitch. I don't know if you can see that going around the edge there. And this has a little envelope with, look at how cute, just a little paper for journaling. And then this is a Read It Donnelly flip, so you can journal here. It's got a journaling card with a little puppy on it, but you can journal here, then tuck this in. And anything throughout here, any of your tags or your journaling cards, she can mix those up and put them wherever she wants. I just tuck them in the different pockets that I you know, as I'm making it. And this is a multi-pocketed little piece that I made out of a book page. But here's a little tag right here. Back here is a tag. Right here is a journaling card. And then right here is a journaling card. So this little pocket that I made has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets on it. And then on here I just put a piece of paper for journaling. Just some odd pieces. I didn't know if she wanted to, if she was writing something here, if she wanted to put a title here or something. And this is just a little cluster to break up that page. And on here, I've got an altered paper clip, and this is a picture of her puppy that we put on here. I don't know if she wants to maybe take this and, I mean, this would look really cute if she put it right here in the front. I don't know what she wants to do with it, but I just tucked it in here. But she can add whatever she wants onto this paper clip, clip anything else onto it or whatever. Here's the center of this middle signature. Here's a horizontal belly band with a altered index card. These puppies are so cute. Okay, and this right here is just journaling space. And it's just a piece of craft paper that I folded and added an edging onto it and a little picture on the back, but it's totally, I mean, you just journal on it. And here's a belly band with a journaling card. And then this is a vertical pocket, and it's got two puppies and journaling cards here. This one has ribbon, this one has a little pink lace. And this is another Rita Donnelly flip for journaling, and a journaling card here. This is a belly band here, and then I made a large journaling card to go behind there so she can journal on that. Oops. And then here's another vellum flip. How cute these are. This digital is really cute. And then here's a belly band, and this is just a paper for journaling. And then here's a little pocket, and here's just a flip-up journaling card. And here we've got a pocket, and we've got a really cute journaling card here. Another vellum. Look at this little Scotty dog with a journaling card. And I stenciled right along here to break up that page a little bit. And this right here is this is a paper pad with a little puppy up here, and it just has different papers here. I put it on one of these little, I don't know what you call these. What kind of clips are these? I call them chip clips because I use the bigger ones to put on my potato chip bags and stuff. I don't know what they are. And then here's a flip out for journaling. And there's a pocket and another journaling tag, journaling card. And these pockets are so full. I mean, you could add all kinds of stuff in here. I just, you know, like to give people ideas of what they can put in it. This one is a side pocket here. And this has a tag on it, so it sticks out a little bit. And then here's a bottom pocket with a couple of tags. Well, this one is a tag for writing. This one is a little holder. Okay, and it's got a tag in there for journaling. And this is just an embellishment on the page. And then we're at the end. That's it. So this journal is going to go out to her once I get the video up or edited and up. And it'll go out to her. I'm going on vacation, so I wanted to get it done and get it out to her before I left for vacation. But I hope you like the flip through. And if I was able to put the stamping little piece of video that I took of stamping this fabric in there, I will try to do that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I hope she loves this journal. It's so much nicer to me in person, I'm sure. And thank you very much for trusting me with making this journal for you. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.